Hi everybody, it's Martin at Flicking Feathers again today, and I'm tying a Polish pheasant tail. It's a really good little river nymph. It's simple to tie. Tie them in various sizes to suit yourself really, different size of beads. So in the vise I've got a Knapek Gammarus, and this is a size 16, but you can tie these 12s, maybe even 10s down to 18. And I've got a 2.8mm bead, tungsten bead, but again, adjust that to suit yourself. And I've just run on some fluorescent red UTC. This is 140 denier. Quite thick thread, but I'm using it for the hot spot as well. So the tail is Coq de Leon fibres. Small bunch, you don't need to count them. Enough that you can see it. So strip them off the feather. I sort of measure them up roughly about a shank length, and I tie them down the length of the body. And I build a small bump of the fluorescent red thread, and I'll just spiral my thread back up out of the way. And that wee bump's going to be my hot spot. To protect this, I'll just take a wee bit of super glue, very light coating. I'll wipe that on, that'll dry in no time. Then I'll take my rib. In this case I'm using some fine gold wire. Again, up to you really, you could use silver or copper or a coloured wire. Red's quite nice. I'll just secure all that nicely and tidy everything up, make a nice smooth underbody, a bit of a taper in it. And then I'll grab some pheasant tail fibres. I've about 4 or 5's plenty. And I'll catch them in with a loose turn and pull them back till just the tips are caught in, and tie everything forward. I'll put just a half hitch here just to stop any risk of the thread bumping or anything. Now, for a bit more durability, just take some head cement, put a light coat over the thread, and I'm going to wind the pheasant tail over the wet cement, and I'm going to wind it in the opposite direction from everything else because it's the weakest fibre. So I'm winding it back towards myself, just building the body, and that head cement will sort of soak into the fibres and build a bit of durability. And when I get to the front, where my thorax area is going to start, I'm going to cross my thread, always keep tension, turn onto the hook, turn over, onto the hook, turn over, and it's locked finally in place. I'll just tidy everything up. Then I'll take my rib forward with a full turn at the back to help protect the pheasant tail a bit further. Then 4 or 5 open turns, evenly spaced up the body, cross my thread, lock it down, and just bend and break it. Gives you a nice clean cut. the last thing to do is to put a small thorax on, and I've got this is some pine squirrel dubbing. You could use hair, whatever you like really, any sort of spiky natural dubbing. And I've blended in some UV pearl lice dub just for a bit of flash. It's a small amount. And I'll just build a short thorax. And I'll just come in, what finish, and another, so that we've got the sort of pronounced sort of red collar as well as the hot spot. Support the hook and tighten that up. And that's the tying done. Just come in, trim away your waste. Got a bit of head cement on your thread wraps. And there you have it. That's a Polish pheasant tail. If you want, you can rough up the dubbing a wee bit. Just sort of create the suggestion of legs, but that will happen when a fish is taking it anyway. And you can see just the thread's not super bright, but if I shine the light in it, I hope you can. Well, I think you can see that in the camera. It's fluorescent, so it really pops under the UV. So I hope that was useful. Hope you enjoyed it. Tie some of these up and go and catch some fish in them. Tight lines, guys. Bye.